Hello, and the happiest of Fridays. It's the happiest of Fridays as of right now because this is my last Friday of the school year. We are getting so very, very close. It's after school. It's about 3:15. The day is done. I just got off duty, so that's why this vest is here. And I didn't get a chance to vlog at all because, well, so as far as the day is concerned, we had an on-campus field trip that reviewed like, or touched on colonial America. What is the word I want to say? The field trip itself was fine. Basically, it started with a very brief like show, if you will, or presentation of sorts, where they talked a little bit about popular figures during colonial times, a little bit about what life was like during colonial times, and there was a little small portion where they did a dance, and then they went outside and did rotations where they did different activities related to colonial time. Like one was candle making, one was milking a cow, one was like colonial games. So that ran from about 8:30 to, I don't know, maybe close to 11. And then we came back. They've been working on their 5th grade survival book. I don't know if I showed this to you guys. I don't think that I did. This is a product that I got from Hello 5th. Did I file this already? Who is a great friend of mine, Jill. I met her when I did a book back tour trip to Finland in, I think that was 2019, pre-COVID. And she was a trip leader and we just became fast friends. Like, I think we had some airport drama that just kind of, when you're traveling internationally, you have airport drama, lost luggage, I lost my camera, just a lot of things were going on. I think that just bonds people. And so we became bonded, and she lives in Southern California as well. So I was like, I need something for the kids to do, like honestly, a time filler that is still somewhat meaningful. So she had this like survival book that you could tailor to, I think it starts at 2nd, goes all the way to 10th. And so there's like a foreword. You can either have them just write it or fill in the blanks, give a little information about themselves, talk about their classroom. So the premise of the book is that your current students are creating this to give to the incoming students. So I told my 5th graders, you are filling this book out and I'm going to give it to the 5th graders that I have at the start of next school year. And it's kind of like a little orientation guide on, you know, surviving in this classroom. Surviving is a dramatic word. I don't think you have to survive in this classroom. I think you actually thrive in this classroom. But so they worked on finishing that. Most of them are done, some of them are not. Those of them that were completely done, to be honest, we're at the point in the year where I said, okay, well, you're done. I'm gonna give you a connect the dot. So some of them are working on connect the dots. I had a couple kids that were helping me take things down in the classroom because I want to get that set and ready. And then we had promotion practice, which took up a chunk of the day. So we were busy. What it doesn't cover ETA will. Okay, so that's that. My big goal today and for the next week or so is just to get the room in a state so that when the last day of school comes, I'm actually ready to go and the room is as blank and bare as it should be. So I've taken everything off the science walls. I had some students help with that. I took the student work down from the social studies wall. All the student work that was back there has been taken down and returned home. I had some student helpers wipe these cubbies down, dust them out. They did that. Student work that was on these cabinets down. There was some work over there. There was some work in the windows. So I got all that taken down and I just need to sort through it because I do have a bad habit of like, it's the end of the year and you're really just trying to get out of here because you're probably at your wit's end. And I just start sticking things in places and little corners and I'm like, oh, I'll deal with that when August comes or when back to school comes. And then back to school comes and then I'm annoyed with myself. Because when it's back to school, you don't want to come back in and having to clean up last year's stuff, if that makes sense. So I'm telling myself, let's just get a little bit of it done each day, and then you don't have to worry about that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at some books down here that I don't know why I stuck them down here. but they're down here. I need to go ahead and sort those. So yeah, I have a lot of food left around. On Monday, we have an unbirthday bash. So it's a little class party for students who have birthdays that fall over the summer. And then I also said it's for students that maybe had a birthday during the school year, but for whatever reason, we didn't get to celebrate it or recognize it. So they can bring in treats. I sent out a sign up genius for that. Board games, they'll play that on Monday. And then I tried to see, it was a last minute idea, so I knew that there was a chance it wasn't gonna work, to see if the principal was okay with letting kids bring their own personal video game device or play games that they may have on their phone just during that period of time. And she was, as long as all 5th grade classes were on board, and I just didn't have enough time to talk to all the 5th grade teachers, so I told the kids, just board games it is, which is good. Because while we were doing these colonial rotations today, I was in charge of the colonial game station. So they had jump rope, they had, I can't think of what the name of the game is from the olden times, where, is it called stick and circle or circle and stick? Something where you're basically making or keeping at that time, a wooden circle rolling, but today we were using a hula hoop, keeping the hula hoop going while pushing it with a stick. So they had that, and then horseshoes. Most of them were really on jump rope. And so the first round, I'm like, oh, do you guys know how to double dutch? They had no idea what double dutch was. So then I explained it. They were like, oh, we call that trap the rat. And I was like, no, it's not trap the rat. It's called double dutch. And then they showed me what trap the rat was, and it's not double dutch. It involved one single jump rope, so it couldn't be double dutch. And then just watching them jump rope, or even turning the rope for someone to jump, or understanding what to do during jump rope, was kind of eye-opening. Like, there was one pair of students that were turning the rope, and a girl was waiting outside of the rope while they're turning it, and I'm thinking, like, when are you gonna jump in? And she's like, what do you mean jump in? I was like, jump in to start jumping. She didn't know what I was talking about then. They didn't know any jump rope songs. They didn't quite know how to jump rope. Some of them that jump roped could only jump rope a few jumps. So I was like, you guys, it's just because you're not outside playing anymore. Like, you don't know how to play, you don't know how to jump rope. Or one girl, her jump rope was too long, so she didn't know what to do. So then I was like, you have to take the jump rope and like wrap it around your hands to make it the size you need it. And so I was like, it's all so sad. Like, we were talking about that at lunch, and I was saying there's this whole category of like knowledge or logic that today's kids don't have in relationship to being outside and playing outside, because they're just not outside. So all that to say, maybe it's best that they only have board games come Monday and no electronic games, because they need a little old school in their life. So that's the plan for Monday. And then Tuesday we have 5th grade barbecue. Wednesday is promotion, and then Thursday's the last day of school. So I have all this food around here because some of it is leftover snacks from testing. So that over there is leftover. Is my camera gonna zoom? Hello? There we go. That's leftover snacks from testing that I'll either pass out at the birthday bash or the barbecue if we need it. There's also some Capri Suns over there for the unbirthday bash on Monday. So I'm going to probably spend a little bit of time just organizing the things that I've taken down, maybe into piles. I might not put them all the way away yet because I have to find somewhere to put them. And then we have a staff party at 4. I think I'm gonna go just to kind of be social for a minute, but I'm not gonna stay very long. And I do know that my bag arrived today. I got an email saying when I left work this morning that it was out for delivery and it was in my neighborhood. And then I think I got an email saying that it has been delivered. Yes, it says my package has arrived. So I'll show that to you when I get home. So I'm gonna get my piles together, head out, and more than likely, oh, the other thing that happened today is I got a bloody nose, which is not for some people that's not a big deal. This is like my second bloody nose in my whole life, and I was so startled. Like, I didn't know what to do with myself, and it was luckily while I was at lunch, and I was talking, and I'm like, is my nose running? I kept touching my nose, and I looked down and blood was coming out, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, this is my second bloody nose. What am I supposed to do? Do I hold my head back? Whatever. So I had to go to the nurse, and she told me what to do, and then we recovered. But although I've only had two, the two that I've had, every time it happens, I just feel like my life is coming to an end. It just feels so traumatic to me. It's so bizarre to have a bloody nose to me, but that happened. So that was my Friday so far. But the next time I see you, I'll be at home. I will show you my bag, and we'll go from there. I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. It's Sunday. It is May the 17th, I believe. It's about 11:15. I've been up since 8. I've been doing a couple of things to get myself prepared for the week. I woke up, fed the dogs, you know, did the things that a mother should do, and put my laundry away, watched some church online, walked the dogs, and then I just came back from getting my car washed, and now I'm getting ready to change. So it's Sunday. I will be spending some time with my family today because Emery has her first ballet recital today. So we're all getting dressed to head out to see that. So I need to get dressed and be ready by 12:30. And I need to eat. I also stopped at McDonald's to get a nice coffee. So I'm really just here to say hello. My plan is to capture the day because, do I want to put you here? Put you right here in my closet, to capture the day, because I really intend to end this vlog today because tomorrow starts the last week of school. I feel like it's weird up there. Tomorrow starts the last week of school, and then we're going to transition into summer vlogs and summer latanya, and I'm very excited about that. So I just kind of wanted this one to be short. I haven't forgotten about the bag. I am going to show you the bag once I get myself together and I can do the bag proper justice. But first I need to figure out what I'm going to wear. I kind of want to wear something a little bit more feminine because it's a ballet recital. So I'm probably going to wear this dress with a little shirt jacket or a jean jacket because it's not cold, but it's not warm enough for me not to be wearing a jacket. So I'm going to iron this. I'm going to take a shower. Make myself some breakfast, and I should have time after that to show you the bag because my parents are coming over at 12:30 and I'm the one driving. And if I don't show you the bag before, then I'll show it to you afterwards, and just, you know, carry you along with me through the rest of my Sunday. I was gonna vlog yesterday, but I decided to just give myself a complete break from everything. I didn't have anything that I had to do yesterday. I didn't have an appointment. I didn't have well, I mean, I had errands. I had to go to Trader Joe's, but there was nothing pressing that I had to do. I didn't have any papers to grade. Like, so I said, let me just take this day and really take a break. So I just lazed about. I talked to a couple people on the phone, but that was by choice. And I was curious, where's my phone? I was curious at the end of the day what my stress levels would look like, since it just felt like a very inactive day. And I showed my stories. I wonder if I can just show it on my stories to see the vast difference there is between me on a work day right now versus me on a Saturday. Let's see. Let me get through all these. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should. I'm not as active as I used to be because I don't really know how to show up on Instagram, if that makes sense. So this is my stress levels on Monday. So you can see I was up there. And I don't know if you can see, but it says I spent 5 hours and 30 minutes of that day in a stress zone. Versus yesterday, where, oof, look at me, just relaxed. The overall ranking of the day was I was relaxed, and I only spent a total of 54 minutes in some kind of stress. And so that is very telling. And so I'm hoping that my stress graphs mimic yesterday, most of my summer. So far with the Aura Ring, I do enjoy it. Like, Someone was asking about it at the staff party on Friday. Same thing, like I have a watch versus the ring. And I said when I was looking at the videos, a lot of people got the ring because they didn't necessarily want the notifications coming at them like an Apple Watch will do for you, although you can turn those off. And so that's what they like about it. I said I like having both because I do want the metrics in my face while I'm working out, like on the Peloton. I want to see my heart rate in real time. I also use my Apple Watch for text messaging, reminders, like the number of timers that are going off during the day to remind me of recess. It's nice to be able to turn them off on my watch. Whereas the ring is measuring things that I don't think my Apple Watch or the health app on Apple measures, and maybe it does and I just haven't realized it. But just the stress charting makes it worth it to me, and tracking my sleep and like making me a bit more mindful. Like one category that I need to be better at, and I need to stop talking because I need to get dressed, is recovery. Like it's already telling me that I'm exceeding my, I don't know what they call it, activity levels every day. And that's based on the calories they want me to burn in a day, which is low. And so I'm thinking about adjusting that. But it's like giving me an indicator that I need to check to see if I'm giving my body proper recovery, which I think is valid, because I do think I need to get out of the mindset of feeling like I have to be pressing and pushing hard in terms of exercising, and that rest is just as important to my body as exercising. So all that to say, so far I'm happy with the purchase. I don't have any regrets. So yeah, but let me stop talking. Let me iron this dress, get dressed, and then make sure I have time to eat some food before I leave. So see you in a minute. Okay, so the recital's over. Emery did great. My theory is she was one of the better dancers, so she was in the very front. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I'm telling myself. So she finished, and we got out to meet her, and she just started crying. We think that was just a bunch of adrenaline, but she did a great job. And now we're celebrating with her because she wanted a cheeseburger. So we're at In-N-Out. So it was great. It just was like a good hour of pure joy watching little kids dance with abandon and with no rhythm in some cases, but not aware that they had no rhythm. But it was a good time. Hello, it's 6:30. I just got home maybe 10 minutes or so ago. Man, it's the TV.
Which means you can get a Gucci bag.
Dropped my parents off, and then I had to run to the grocery store. Let's let Luna say hi first. Hi, Nunu. Did you want to say something? Or you just want to meme up? Okay. Hi. Okay. That's Noonie and Woofy. Say hi, Woofy. Dropped my parents off because they came here and then I drove. And then I had to stop at the grocery store and CVS. I went to the grocery store really to see if I can get any more zero sugar root beer. If you like soda, but you don't want to be drinking your calories and you like root beer, A&W's zero sugar root beer to me tastes like regular root beer, but it is kind of hard to find. Like they don't keep it in stock a lot. So I'm down to just these few 2 cans, and I have this 2-liter bottle that I bought last week. So I was hoping to go to Stater Brothers and find some cases of it, because they usually have it by the 12 case and it's usually on sale. Like if you buy 3, it's like a cheaper price, and they didn't have any again. So I was going to get that, and I needed some Greek yogurt. And so when the soda wasn't there, I literally had to go just for this Greek yogurt. This is what I eat for breakfast. And since I was there, I got these as a treat. These are like a guilty pleasure of mine. I lived on these my freshman year of college. And then at CVS, I needed some more cotton squares and these makeup wipes. So now I need to wash these dishes that I had to leave in the sink because I had to leave abruptly. I'm probably gonna prep the fruit for my lunch, and then I'm gonna go upstairs, figure out what I'm wearing, and up there I will show you my bag. But again, the recital was great. I think it lasted maybe an hour or so, if that. And so my sister-in-law was asking if we enjoyed it, and I was like, yes. It was just like an hour of just pure joy. Like for that hour, nothing wrong was going on in the world. You were just watching kids dance, some on beat, some off beat, but just having joy in their own body and just living in the moment. And Emery, again, she did her thing up on that stage, and I was very proud of her. She did her whole routine, did all of her moves, was very focused, very concentrated, looked adorable. And I think I said when we got to In-N-Out, like when we saw her, when we were checking her out, and she saw all of us, like she started crying, and we believe it was like just like an adrenaline release. Like she held it together during the performance. Not a moment of time did she look nervous or scared. Like she did her thing, and then I think when she saw all of us, she was like, oh, I can just let it all out. So she cried a little bit. It took her a minute to come out of that. I bought her a little wand to commemorate her first recital. And then we had In-N-Out. We had a good time. So that was great. She's having another one during Christmas time, and I told her I can't wait. When we were at In-N-Out, we showed her the video of her performing, and she seemed to get a kick out of watching that. So it was great. So I'm just gonna wash these dishes, or it was a great way to spend a Sunday. Let me end that segment there. I'm gonna wash these dishes and then head upstairs. I think I have like one load of laundry to put away. I have towels or something. And then I'm gonna put my pajamas on and try and just enjoy the rest of this Sunday evening. I don't have to cook. I don't even know if I'm gonna eat dinner because we ate the In-N-Out kind of late. So maybe I'll have some of those cookies for dinner. Right, it is now about 10 minutes to 8, and it really is shocking to me how much time elapses when you're just doing basic tasks like packing your lunch, cutting fruit, taking the trash out, getting your clothes together. Excuse me, we're in a dark bathroom right now. So yeah, I just finished doing all of those things. I cut up the fruit, packed my lunch for tomorrow, fed the dogs, took the trash out, came upstairs, put the towels away. That was the last load. I do still have these clothes that I need to put away. Half of these clothes may or may not have been hanging up here since last week, and are dry, have been dry, and I just haven't put them away. I intend to put those away tonight. That's what I'm telling you. And I can't even guarantee that that's going to happen. I just know that's my intention. But I have picked out what I'm going to wear tomorrow. I'm going to wear, that's a pair of linen pants that I bought from H&M, and that top is from H&M, and it's a part of a set. So I'm going to wear that tomorrow. And I'm really just here to show you my bag and close out the vlog. So this is the bag that I got. Again, did I need another bag? Absolutely, positively not. I didn't. And this, I think, was one of those things that just showed up as an ad on my Instagram feed, and then I went down a hole, and then I convinced myself that I needed it. So I got this bag from, I don't know how to pronounce this company. I don't know if it's Bice, I don't know. This is called the East to West tote, and it comes in a bunch of different colors. And as you can see, I really committed because I had my name put on it because they were offering free embroidering. Is that what it's called? Free personalization. And without thinking about it, I just put it on there, not thinking like, what if you get the bag and you don't like it? Once you've put your name on it, you're not going to be able to return that. So whether this bag works out or not, it's a part of the bag family. So what I liked about it is that it's tall enough and it's wide enough. They have several different totes. Like this one is called East to West because I think this one is wider than another one that I've seen. It has like a wipeable material. It has different kinds of straps, so I can carry it with these straps here like that if I wanted to. These are shoulder straps, and I'll try and put it on so you could see what that looks like. And then on the inside there is another like shoulder strap if I want it to be longer. It has quite a bit of space on the inside, which is what I like. I also like that it stands up. It's not doing a great job now because it's just been unpackaged, but it has feet at the bottom so that it stands up. And I really debated on the color because I'm like, this can get dirty really quickly, but this is wipeable. And I'm just going to be mindful of the straps, and I'm a pretty clean person, so I don't think they'll get filthy or anything. And I honestly wanted the bag to match my classroom. I wanted it to match the lunch bag that I have, the water bottle that I have, because me being me, if I got a different color, I wouldn't put it past myself to think that now I gotta get a new lunch bag because it doesn't match anymore. And that's a whole nother problem that we gotta deal with. But on the inside, and it's kind of hard to do with one hand, it has a compartment for your laptop. So my laptop's gonna go in there. I plan on putting my planner in there as well as my agenda. And I'm gonna really try next year to not carry a purse and just get a smaller purse, like maybe, well, carry a smaller purse or something like this and just stick it in there so that I'm really just walking around with this one bag. And this should also fit my water bottle in here. Now, they advertise it as being able to fit 2 water bottles, but this is a very small hole, and very few people nowadays, at least in my neck of the woods, are carrying water bottles that would fit in that hole. Like this is literally like a small water bottle, so you're not going to fit a Stanley in there, which is what I use. Like you're not going to fit, is it going to focus? You're not going to fit that water bottle in it, so that's not going to happen. But I think this is going to work. I like the way it sits. Let me see if I can do this. Put the shoulder straps on. Here we go. You see that? I like the way it hangs. Like when I put it on my shoulder, I like where it sits. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling very good about it. I was going to say something else and I just lost my train of thought. It has plenty of pockets. There's a pocket here where I could put my keys. It's made really for traveling. So on the back of it, if you were traveling and you wanted to put this on your suitcase, you can also do that right here. Or like right now, is it set up that way? It's not set up that way right now because it's zipped, but if I unzip this, then this becomes, see how my fingers are coming out? This becomes the sleeve that you would put on the back of a suitcase. So that is what I got. It was on sale. They have multiple colors. There was a pink that I almost got, but it was like too pink for me. An olive green that I almost got because I really like the color, but it just doesn't match my classroom at all. A dark brown, which is another one I was about to get, but it was too dark brown. And then that color, and that color happened to be on sale, and I think it's on sale because most people feel like iffy about getting that color, and then they had black. So that's what I got. I also got a small, this is technically a cosmetic case, but I plan on putting like my camera stuff in it, or this could be my little purse. Like I just need like a wallet. What else do I really need in my purse? Like I have to figure that out because I was like, why do you even take your whole purse to work? You don't really ever go into it. You need your car keys, your wallet. you have like a little cosmetics case at school, so there's not really a ton in your purse that you're using. So I have to figure that out over the summer, and we have time to do that. The other thing that I want to do is I want to edit my closet this summer. I don't feel like my style has changed, but the types of clothes that I wear at work has changed. I used to get a little bit more dressy, especially when I was at my first elementary school and even my second one, and to some degree at middle school. But what I've learned either in my old age or just being back at elementary is I need to be more comfortable, and I just tend to, I don't really know, like, I'm not really into slacks anymore. And Taylor Loft, I love it, but I'm not in that era right now. I'm into very much like comfortable, casual clothes, but like elevated casual, if that's making any sense. And I want to edit my closet so that's what's in there. Still having dressier pieces if I need it, but I haven't put on a click-clack shoe, which is what I call them, in a while. I used to wear like booty heels, and the thought of doing that now is just like crazy to me. So that's on my list of summer things to do. We can do all that together, but I'm really going to close the vlog right now because I need to go sit down, eat a snack. I'm ready for tomorrow. My lunch is packed, my clothes are picked, and all of that. So I'm gonna close the vlog here. We'll start another one tomorrow as we start the last week of school. But if you enjoyed this vlog and more of a personal vlog, and this is making you more excited for the summer vlogs to come, please give this video a thumbs up. If you'd like to leave a comment, please feel free to do so. We would love it if you left a little comment for Emery and tell her she looked amazing, she did a great job, whatever. She was really feeling herself today, and rightfully so. Or if you just like to leave a comment in general, that's great. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you know when I upload. And as always, I hope that you're well, and if you're not well, please be well, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.